Every mother-son bond is based on a prenatal tale. These phrases may sound poetic, but they express a truth that the heart already understands. When a mother embraces her kid for the first time, she may experience a love so familiar that it appears older than time itself. The boy may grow, explore, and occasionally rebel. Yet something deeper unites them, something that cannot be broken. This link, according to Paramhansa Yogananda, is not an accident. It is the result of karma, the fulfillment of a hidden contract made long ago. Our perspective softens when we recognize that the love we share, as well as the hardships we face, are part of a larger design. Suddenly, what seemed random becomes meaningful. When we look at family with our surface thinking, we perceive biology, circumstances, and coincidence. However, the yogic viewpoint provides a more complete story. Souls are linked together by karmic threads, much like rivers that meet after winding through distant countries. Yogananda stated that every mother and son are reunited by prior ties, whether through love, suffering, or both. These ties are magnetic. They bring two souls back into each other's life, allowing them to complete unfinished lessons and develop greater love. Consider a mother who cared for her son in another era, or a son who directed his mother when their positions were reversed. They meet again in this lifetime, drawn by the invisible currents of fate, not to punish, but to assist each other grow. Think about how a mother feels when she looks into her newborn's eyes. Beyond the small features and weak body, there is frequently an eerie resemblance. I know you. This identification is not purely imaginative. Yogananda emphasized that souls who have previously known one other experience this familiarity because love never dies. Souls rejoice in the astral worlds between incarnations to meet their companions from previous lifetimes, and when they return to Earth, they reunite. The unexplainable bond between mother and son is a remembrance, a whisper from the soul's past that says, "We've walked together before." However, these reunions cannot be explained just through love. Karma also brings back debts and unfinished stories from the past. Sometimes a bond causes friction, resistance, or pain. Perhaps in a previous existence, there was betrayal, control, or unresolved anger. In this life, mother and son meet again, not to replay the past, but to rewrite it. The stubborn child who rejects his mother's advice may be urging her to learn patience. The protective mother who clutches her son too closely may be assisting him in finding the strength to stand on his own. Yogananda stated that even our enemies are part of life's testing, allowing us to respond with forgiveness rather than hatred. If this is true for adversaries, imagine how true it is for lovers. Every battle in the mother-son relationship contains the seed of healing. Consider a quarrel at home. A son smashes his door in rage and his mother feels spurned. In that time, both are at a spiritual crossroads. The simple road is frustration, rage, or blame. The deeper road is reflection. What is this supposed to educate me? For the mother, the lesson may be about letting go of control and learning to love unconditionally. For the boy, the lesson may be to respect his mother's care while seeking independence. Small daily frustrations are not unimportant. They are the very threads of the soul contract, incorporating patience, compassion, and humility into the fabric of both lives. Yogananda frequently compared life to a school, with each interaction serving as a learning opportunity. He described the household as one of the most intense classes. Here, souls do not meet by happenstance. They meet as professors and pupils. A mother educates her son via her sacrifices, kindness, and blunders. The boy teaches his mother about his wants, struggles, and development. Each one reflects the other, revealing secret parts of the heart that yearn to be healed. This manner, karma does not entrap us. It guides us, providing us with limitless opportunity to discover the purest kind of love. Perhaps the most significant lesson that Mom teaches is unconditional love. Yogananda regarded mother love as the closest human expression of God's love, a love that forgives no matter the sin, protects no matter the risk, and endures when all others give up. Even if a son falters or walks down dark roads, a loving mother's heart remains open. This love is not typical. It is sacrosanct. It stretches the mother's ego and teaches her patience and compassion. She may not have known otherwise, and by accepting it, the son gains trust, kindness, and the prospect of a higher love that represents the divine. However, alongside this enormous affection lies another lesson: separation. Human love frequently clings. A mother wishes to keep her son near and protect him from all storms, but life begs her to let go gradually. His first steps away, his first day of school, and the day he arrived home. All of these are quiet initiation ceremonies. Yogananda stated that nothing genuinely belongs to us, including our offspring. They are on loan from God and committed to our care for a time. However, their souls belong only to the divine. This reality is painful, yet it turns love into liberation. When a mother learns to love without clinging, she reflects the way God loves, always present but never binding. For the son, distancing is equally vital. He must understand that his identity is more than just being someone's child. He is an immortal soul, free and whole. If he defines himself solely by his mother's expectations, he risks losing himself. If he rebels blindly, he could injure himself. The balance is between thankfulness and independence, accepting the affection that gave him roots while also developing wings to sail his own route. When he achieves this equilibrium, he cherishes his mother without being tied, and he respects his own soul without arrogance. This is one of the hidden teachings in their pact. These lessons emerge gradually, sometimes over decades, sometimes over lifetimes. A boy may only realize his mother's sacrifices when he becomes a father. A mother may only see her son's strength when she permits him to walk without her assistance. The soul contract is patient. It does not require immediate results. It merely organizes the interactions, joys, disappointments, and reconciliations that shape both souls. Even when the bond feels heavy and misunderstandings persist, the underlying goal leads to more love and freedom. Finally, Yogananda emphasized the fact that God is our sole eternal friend, transcending all human duties. Mother and son walk together for a while, but their journey is designed to awaken them to something greater. When a mother sees God in her son's soul, her love turns into worship. When a son sees God's compassion reflected in his mother's care, his love turns into appreciation. At that point, the tie goes beyond family. It evolves into spiritual friendship, a link that endures death and continues in higher realms. Perhaps you have seen firsthand the reality that your bond with your child or mother lasts a lifetime. Perhaps you've noticed that even in the midst of strife, love is gently guiding you. These feelings are not delusions. They are glimpses into the soul's memories. The hidden pact is genuine, and it encourages you to treat each day with reverence. What if every tear, grin, and disappointment was part of a larger plan to bring you closer to unconditional love? Pause for a moment the next time you're sitting with your son or thinking about your mother. Look beyond the roles, the words, and the misunderstandings. See the soul standing before you. Consider the lengthy journey you have taken together. Remember that this link was inscribed before birth, and it serves a purpose far greater than you can see now. With this understanding, even everyday experiences such as sharing a meal, walking together, or simply sitting in solitude become sacred. So, the concealed soul contract is a path rather than a chain. It does not bind you indefinitely to one function, but rather guides you step by step toward divine love. Your love, patience, forgiveness, and letting go are teaching you how God's love feels. This is the true goal of the mother-son bond: to awaken you, set you free, and remind you that love is unbreakable. Yogananda stated that in the cosmic drama, our function is merely to love well. With God's knowledge, when you live your duty with that understanding, you change your family into a temple and your bond into a portal to eternity. If this message touches your heart, allow it to gently guide you today. Allow patience to blossom where frustration once existed. Allow thankfulness to soften where there was sorrow, and let love shine through even when words fail. If you are moved by this viewpoint, I ask you to like this video, share it with someone who desires peace, and subscribe to Divine Beyond. Every week, we walk together, sharing quiet insights and gentle guidance, reminding you that you are never alone on this path. Your spirit is always guided, cherished, and striving for liberation.